Every country in the world is in debt. The United States owes $38 trillion, Europe owes $14 trillion, Japan owes $9 trillion. Even oil-rich nations are drowning in debt. So what's the strange part? If everyone is in debt, then who is the lender? The truth is this: the world isn't indebted to anyone else. It's indebted to itself. Debt isn't just money that must be paid back. It's the foundation of the modern world. Wars, crises, economic collapses. Under all of them lies a massive hole. This story began centuries ago. In 1694, when England ran out of money during war, it borrowed from merchants. In return, it promised interest payments backed by future taxes. That's how the government bond was born. And from that moment, the modern financial system began. Over time, this model spread across the world. Debt stopped being a weakness and became a strength, because a country that could borrow could also fight, invest, and grow. Now let's fast forward to today. Most of the United States' $38 trillion of debt is actually owned by Americans. Banks buy it, funds buy it, the Federal Reserve buys it. So the U.S. borrows money, but mostly from itself. Foreign countries hold only about 1/3 of the total. China's share is just about 2%. And this isn't unique to the U.S.-Japan lens to the U.S. The U.S. lends to Europe. Europe lends to developing countries. Developing countries put their reserves back into U.S. and European bonds. The world is constantly lending to itself. It's like everyone is living off someone else's IOU. The invisible bosses of this system are the markets, hedge funds, pension funds, massive investment institutions. They decide which countries get to borrow cheaply and which must pay more. And of course, central banks. They don't just manage debt, they manufacture it. They buy bonds and create money in return. Which means the money in our pockets is really a debt certificate. Do governments plan to pay back this debt? No. Because in the modern world, debt isn't paid off. It's rolled over. Old debt is covered by issuing new debt. What matters is being able to pay the interest and maintain confidence. If the U.S. suddenly paid off all its debt, the economy would collapse. Because government bonds are the safest assets in the world. Banks, funds, and central banks all rely on them. That's why the goal isn't to eliminate debt, it's to manage it. But saying we owe the debt to ourselves isn't the whole story. Interest payments don't flow evenly. Most of the flow moves upward. Workers and taxpayers pay while large investors receive. Debt becomes not just a system between nations, but a mechanism between social classes. In the end, what we call debt is money today. Governments create it, banks multiply it, investors trade it, and we trust the system to hold. But if that trust ever breaks, we'll remember what debt truly is, a promise that cannot be carried forever.